main control. And they're farming the orb. Not an easy orb to get by any means, but look at the wall that they're using. Blocks up the top of A main there.
And double doors, and entry into Art. Really nice wall.
Good attempt. Jamppi just getting one shot off there is optimal, right? He just wants to see if they're coming down, and then he can get all the way back in sight. He can't hold on to that space by himself, especially when Art is controlled.
Trip was just cleared out. Paper X pushing forward through Art, as you were just mentioning. They're going to be splitting in from main as well. Jamppi backside, trying to keep him back, but it's actually Dima who finds a ton of value. Jamppi's still a problem. He's still here. He's still around, and he swings with it. The right click cleans up Forsaken. Benkai finds nothing. Jamppi with 3. He continues right where he left off. Coming to his own here with elimination on the line.
It's really beautiful to watch, too, because not only is he coming online, but leadership role that he's taken up on the team. And that might have honestly unlocked a new level for Jamppi.
Heavy stack from Paper X towards A. No split this time, no antics, no nothing. Piled up together, and you see that Molly keeps him back for now. Devi has to heal himself. Forsaken. Unlucky for you, guy. No heals.
Again, another really good wall here from Nivera. That's cutting off the entrance. They're going to have to walk through unless it's not up in time. And it's not, but dimasick is still here. The grab well is beautiful.
Goodness.
The molly is beautiful. And the carnage is disgusting.
There's just no way through. Literally no way through. You mentioned the molly, the gravity well. It was such a nice setup.
The orb, too, as well. And it allows him to get any extra space here. You can always re-clear the Viper orb with the little bit of a passing that you have. And in ScreaM, I mean, what are you doing?
Look, come on, if you're going to play Phoenix, you kind of have to, right?
Was there even a flash?
I think there was, yeah, I think it was his.
Okay.
But Forsaken, trying to dance around in that orb, finds nothing. Liquid.
He has a sheriff. With the way that he just sent it in the last round.
See the defensive protocols out from Liquid early on. Jamppi not able to land that shot. As Forsaken wins that duel out. We'll keep an eye on that one. Again, it was Jamppi who played exceptionally well, who's continuing to play well, and Forsaken was just much more quiet.
So it's supremely important that even in rounds like that, where advantage is for Forsaken, he wins them.
Paper X choosing to rotate back towards B. The Prowler's gonna find, man, so much. And off of that, look at how they start to rotate back to B.
Yeah, ScreaM is here. Nivera's in the back of sight too.
A little check in the cubby, make sure no one's there waiting around.
dimasick probably has a star coming up anytime.
The Prowler off of the flash keeps ScreaM back for now. But there's just so much utility. There's so many crossfires. There are so many swings happening all at once. Through all of it, though, Paper X stands strong. Wall up, the spike down. And dimasick left in this 1v4. Nothing but a Spectre to his name.
Well,
and he doesn't stick around for very long. Paper X are on the board.
And they're also placing their second controller, dimasick, over here. He does have global impact, but he doesn't have the same type of reaction that you can have. So they're certainly going to be relying on this op right now that Jamppi has online.
Doesn't look like there's a challenge for him anytime soon. Meanwhile, Jinggg is aggressively taking space into Art.
You're going to see that haunt through the little window in Art.
Yeah.
Over and over while Jinggg double satchels up there.
Slower up. And just where that gravity well was a moment ago, and they've taken all of this space. ScreaM having to back up, as you've got Nivera and dimasick not nearly as fortunate, not able to retreat towards safety. They're going to have to go back into main, and they've got Benkai, who should be pushing up here in just a moment if they choose to commit, but no.
They're still maintaining control of the flank possibilities here from Team Liquid too. 50 seconds left. They've got the early pick. And also, there's still, you were mentioning Benkai, that pressure.
soulcas just on the other side of the doors. He spotted a gun barrel, but he finds nothing. Jinggg with the spam, Jamppi with the up, and he gets 2.
Spike down, mid.
The double too good, but the indecisiveness almost cost him his life.
30 seconds left.
We're seeing a repeat here of Haven.
I mean, 3 kills already with 2 bullets. And Jamppi's again been left alone on B, backside. And that hasn't been a problem for him before. He spots one player, and off of that, dimasick starts to rotate back. 12 seconds left. They should be able to get the spike down unless Jamppi can continue to cause more problems. No, Benkai cleans him up. Spike down at the hands of mindfreak. A 2v2 here as the gravity well's just a bit off. Mindfreak choosing to go aggressive, choosing to push.
Look at the super flank from Nivera too. That trip is down.
Yeah, don't be fooled by that. Nivera pushing forward. And it's going to be Benkai with the op, who's looking right into where Nivera's about to swing. And he doesn't land the shot, just a bit wide.
And don't forget, they planted for alley here, so mindfreak has the opportunity to play from this position.
And he finds the value he's looking for. dimasick falls. Nivera with not a lot of time. He just has to back up. He has to save the weapon.
And it's not an op either.
Poison orb emitting.
Not able to recover the op for Jamppi. In fact, it's Benkai who picks it up.
It's interesting to see him in that moment. Has the op, misses a shot, drops. Now,
because of that pivot.
Oh, it's Divai who's holding the op. Jinggg goes aggressive. He satchels through.
Plants the spike.
They're taking it, Seal.
Remember, he's the one with the tour de force. He's the one who's in some instances single-handedly won rounds for Liquid, and he finds the opener on a Forsaken.
Swing with the Prowler too.
Remember, it's Divai who is the op. He's the one planting a spike. He has to back
res.
up. He has no res. He's dead.
Another thrifty possible here now, Liquid.
Jinggg 1 point away from having the showstopper. He needs one kill, and he's got a shot at this. Now the Cosmic Divide through mindfreak, pushing forward. Jinggg alone. No, nothing found. Now deafened, decayed. No idea what's happening on the other side, and ScreaM can just hold it.
Thrifty.
Just nothing you can do. Looking for the gun now. Mindfreak only gets the one, and that's enough for Team Liquid. They don't want to challenge anymore. One on here for Paper X. Looks like they might want to go fast. Remember that haunt I was talking about? Jinggg. He's going with a showstopper this time.
Aggressively in through Art. Prowler was just on his heels. Doesn't tag. And he's gotten through, and he gets two. One of them being the ult, so ScreaM has to reset. Jinggg on the swing, and no, ScreaM stops him. And now the Nightfall to push them back, to keep them at bay. But they don't back up at all. They don't give up an inch. Yes, the res comes through.
How's he get out? He does. That could have been held easily.
But do they cut noise and stay, or do they fully rotate over? You see on the minimap, Liquid's already left the scene. They've already rotated fast to B.
I mean, it's not something we saw much on Haven, for them to pivot twice. Sometimes they explore back into middle. And that is what they're doing right now, but still looks like they want to fight here indoors.
Forsaken is still here. soulcas checking those exact doors that you were just mentioning. And he is going to spot one. A lot of options here for Paper X.
A lot of options, but it looks like they don't know which one to pick
30
on.
seconds left.
That was heard right there. The players in the alley, there were 3 re-clearing. ScreaM immediately hears it. He calls the rotate back to be long. There's 3 players who are going to be here with 20 seconds left. Paper X. Tough ask.
Here.
Very ridiculous to say here. Jamppi's the only one who hasn't arrived. Is that going to be enough for Liquid? Can they hold the line without their star? soulcas is able to take one, falls. Nivera and Jamppi, the only 2 that remain. No. The answer to the original question is no. Jamppi's left with all to do before him. A 1v3, an op in hand, and he doesn't even get to shoot it off. Forsaken cleans him up. We're tied at 3. Op in the hands of Divai again. This time not carrying the spike. And they're all aimed in towards B, and Jamppi's pushed his way forward. He's got a Guardian too. Prowler's going to spot him. He backs up.
3 Vandals up, so don't let that Guardian convince you otherwise. There's still a lot of firepower here for Team Liquid.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de force used for Forsaken. And he's the first one swinging out, holding this angle out from Cubby. No challenge yet.
Jamppi consistently tries to get back into backside.
How froggy does Jamppi get? He isn't even the one who steps forward. It's Forsaken who does. You see the double satchel through from Jinggg as they try to take the space, and they do. They succeed. The wall up from Divai, still holding the op. Aggressive. Up close. Haunt giving some space away. Benkai getting the spike down.
Spike planted.
Bear's really slow here up in heaven.
Here.
And the other players are backing off right now. There's the guys with the weapons. So Nivera Just going to look for exits. And important that he does die here. Not only economically, but to get that Viper's Pit online next round.
Very good call. Obviously, icing on the cake if he's able to take one with him. Find a kill, deal some economic damage.
Actually doesn't want to take mindfreak out with him, surprisingly. And not going to have that pit up. That's interesting. So Paper Rex again with the Benkai on the fade.
Where are you?
He rendezvous into Cubby. Here you see Jamppi.
This is much different here for Jamppi. Obviously, he doesn't have the op.
Do they know that he's there? They've been so diligent, Paper X have, in checking that exact angle. Jamppi, no sneaky antics this time around. As soon as they see the Phoenix Wall go up, they back up. And they're going to go. Jinggg satcheling forward. Off of the Roomba and on to the kill to ScreaM. Nivera trying to swing out. And he finds a kill with the Sheriff.
They're chasing. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, they are. They can smell blood in the water. They know that Liquid are in a weaker spot here. They can't punch back. They can't fight nearly as well. And soulcas the only one left. And he's got a rifle to work with. Has to try to preserve it.
What a difference so far on this map for Paper X. They're still on that attacking side, but maintaining the lead is the important part, right? Obviously, Team Liquid is able to bring it back to overtime. But if Paper X want to win a map in this series, they've got to start elongating this lead a little bit, give themselves a little bit more buffer. Because we know they can close out rounds.
Well, they seem to be well poised to do it all. You see mindfreak as we start to think about the following round. 8,100 credits. Forsaken is 6,250. They're able to carry the op over.
That Jinggg likes to go for with the satchels into top of the box, but it's not fast.
This time Jamppi not tucking into the cubby. This time he's just taking down long. You've got the Viper's Pit out towards A. You have heavy aggression towards B. This will be interesting to see how Paper X choose to navigate around it.
Look at the rotation with Jamppi's aggressiveness all the way up, with the fact that there's been no contest back. Everybody from Team Liquid except for Jamppi has rotated.
And there's also a trip just outside of double doors, so they can lean so heavily towards A.
Paper Rex want to pinch this Viper's Pit, but it's going to be a difficult task with the spot here out of dimasick.
And now the smoke to cover. Understanding, yep. Very good use of the trip. Make sure that there isn't someone on the other side. This time there was.
Look at ScreaM too. He's up on top of an angle here, on top of the Viper's Pit.
He's able to take down one. Forsaken trading it back though. Nivera. Oh my gosh, Divide. That was nuts.
And that's the site open.
Absolutely right. Now the spike should be able to go down. Jamppi's going to show up late. soulcas will too.
This Cosmic Divide, again, a little funky here for mindfreak. It gives room for soulcas to work on the backside of it, but he's found himself a little cubby. This is so nerdy.
Oh, the thing is, soulcas, he just used a Prowler that just like got stuck in the wall. I don't know if it was a mistake or what, but now he doesn't have that to work with.
It's going to fall before he can even use it. That is ridiculous.
I'll find you.
The haunt cleared out.
It's a save again.
Yeah, he should have safe passage out. Down to 2 rounds in a row, though. You're absolutely right.
And this is all because Jamppi has this op. And it's a kill for it. They know it's in his hands, though, this time. He didn't fire it before that. And that was, again, such a good round, a good approach from Team Liquid. Remember the calls they were making. They had everybody on that A site. It's rally, it looks like.
Given how aggressive they've been towards A, I don't blame them, but this time the aggression is actually... Excuse me, how it'd been towards B. This time it's towards A, the double satchel out from Jinggg.
I mean, he's just rotating based off of any information right now. ScreaM is. He's literally back in spawn. This is such a different Paper Rex right now here at Champions.
Really is.
They have showed a wide range of pace. There's certainly the same aspects that we saw from Copenhagen, but I think they understand they needed a revolutionary, or to revolutionize their own style within this tournament in order to be competitive.
And while they find themselves at this point in the tournament on the lower side of things with a couple of bruises, They also find themselves with a 3RM lead on map 2.
The recall for Jinggg to cross over there. But there's still 2 stars here for dimasick to help out soulcas. And he does. They're falling off of it again.
Well, Benkai just spotted one with the Prowler, understanding the pressure towards A. They try to get in towards B. But soulcas trying to do a bit of his own, a bit of the same with his Prowler.
Can't stick here for too long.
30 seconds.
And they will get the smoke off, so soulcas has to give it up.
And
it's all up to Jamppi here.
Well, and remember, ScreaM is very close by, and he still has that ult. He rotated so quickly. He's been trying to get ahead of the rotations, and there he is, but he finds nothing!
Here.
Jamppi still has the op. The ping there, so dangerously close to the head of Forsaken. Oh, and Jamppi with a second shot. Now the showstopper through. mindfreak falling. Jinggg trying to find somebody with the ult, and he does. The nade up top with the frenzy. And he does. The nade up top to provide some cover as Nivera swings out with the frenzy. And it all falls onto Divai with the operator in hand to keep them back. To keep Liquid off of the spike. Can he do it? Again, the weapon's been in his hands for so long, and they're all going to face him at the exact same time. It's Jamppi from up top who delivers the shot.
Walks all the way out on the pedestal for the triple swing.
Liquid.
There's 3 players too. Down B long.
Yep. But again, that's not where the spike is. Jinggg is double satcheled up towards Arten, so they have mid control. Oh, smoke keeping them back, and Jamppi continues to tee off on Paper Rex.
We saw this battle for so many of the different chambers so far on this map, trying to fight that top B long position, trying to gain advantage. And Jamppi has certainly been, at least since these last couple of rounds, have swung in his direction, and they've been using a little bit more utility to set him up. Going way on the offensive. ScreaM has the opportunity to ult for information here. Through double doors, or potentially even flank Art immediately.
They do off the battle. You see the Sage Wall goes up.
What he sees.
It's not going to let the
Here's the ult.
The Nightfall's there, and he's not going to find anything again. Such a good wall out from Divai, who still has an op.
Planning super safe here, which is going to cause problems for Divai, who's inside A main.
They're both tucked. You see them standing side by side. Again, Divai dropping all swords. Again, Jinggg is already fallen. Are they expecting another to be tucked in the same little corner? Beating the wall up. Benkai waiting for the flash, and the spam's actually there. Not challenged yet. Meanwhile, the stage wall feels like it's been up for eons, finally going down. And the Paper X kills go up. Benkai spots one, cleans up Nivera, 2 still on the other side as the crossfire's devastating. It's gotten down to a 2v1, and soulcas can do nothing about it. End of the half here, Divai has the res, still has the op. You hear him aggressively going in. ScreaM, he's actually up here, and I don't know that that Prowler spotted him. He's still safe. Molly to clear him out, and okay, he's no longer safe. Jamppi with a rare miss. Remember, Paper X have not revisited B in a long time, and look at the rotations they're pulling off.
This is a gamble here for ScreaM.
They think it's a fake.
ScreaM stays, it just repositions up to heaven, and Jamppi has completely rotated off. But look at this Prowler that soulcas just put out in mid. Might call it right back, because you would expect them to use mid as a transitional space.
Well, and you just wonder here with how Paper X have played this half. Seems like Link would have to second guess their first mine. You see the Nightfall go out. Maybe tagging one. Deep plant off the wall.
This is the classic Paper X. Ooh, that's spammable. Need that wall to go through that box.
Forsaken is taken backside. Look at him, 3.
Oh,
tucked back here. They're expecting the flank too. And mindfreak's gonna find the timing. He is. Oh my gosh, he is. Oh, but the shots don't land initially. But they do now. Are you expecting Dima? Yes, you are. And the kill lights up. And now Jamppi in this 1v5. I thought for sure that was going to be a collat. That's all right. A second longer.
This wall causes problems for Paper X, actually.
But the kill through mindfreak once again on the flank. He's going to be so late, though. Jamppi can really wreak havoc here, but he's not able to do it in 8-4 half for Paper X. And Jamppi's one of them.
Yeah. They did take the fight a lot to him, obviously. The desk touched on that, so potentially could be inflating it, but the rest of the team needs to step up right now. ScreaM, 4-11 in that first half. Where is the value from the Phoenix?
For as excited as the desk was about it, you're right. It's just kind of been very underwhelming.
It's farming orbs right off the rip, but we saw that on pistol round 2, and how many ults did we see? Maybe 2?
Yeah. None
obviously.
of them really valuable, yeah.
On defense, it's a lot more conditional. On attack, much less so.
Forsaken has not moved an inch this entire round. Once he got in this position, he's held the line for so long, and Jamppi's down.
It's such a good crosshair placement for him, too, to go on top of that little billboard.
But Liquid continue to push their way forward, and they're not really trying to conceal it or hide in any which way. Benkai trying to take the fight to their lap, though. Look at how far up he is. Yeah, and he's punished for it, but Forsaken and Jinggg find two big kills.
Super fearful here to plant for Team Liquid.
30 seconds left.
And it really hurts right now because they don't have the spike.
They don't have the spike. They don't really have any utility to try to take some space away, to get into a better position. This round feels done and dusted, Balla.
Wait. One bullet left. Oh, gosh.
No.
Last player standing.
Oh, my gosh. Either way, Paper X take the pistol. They hold the lead.
This is the biggest lead we've had all series long at this point.
It's crazy to think about.
Interesting, you can actually get into the other hole there, too.
Jinggg on the other side. Door spamming through. Heavy mid-presence from Liquid this time around.
Soulcas with an angle here. Swing ahead of the haunt. Could have ended up with something, but...
They try to swing out aggressively.
Ooh!
Clear out the alarm bot, and yeah, Nivera's getting netted a kill for it. A fun one. But again, they find themselves outnumbered.
Nivera got them vulnerable off.
Yeah.
He lurks up with the wall. Forsaken almost wanted to take that fight as the wall fell, but Nivera just goes through. He's chasing him down. He knows his position.
Toxins going up.
Forsaken turning around.
Oh my goodness.
The Headhunter is just way too good in that position. ScreaM with the Sheriff. Oh, he's just looking for whatever he could possibly find here.
Most important that he actually does find some kill or death
30
to get this
seconds
ult online.
Yeah. And he's going to get a shot at it.
It's pretty... I mean...
Oh, come on. Oh, no way. And surely Forsaken heard that.
Yeah.
ScreaM was not quiet about it at all.
Tap.
Sorry, we could not work out our differences.
So he does get the ult so far in this game. Let's see how it's used.
Liquid with a Viper wall towards B.
He's just going to be... Oh my goodness. Remember what happened.
No. He doesn't
This
have
is the
ult.
most TikTok thing ever.
He doesn't have ult.
There's an angle!
Oh, he spotted one. The ping's through, but they spotted
the
him! And Jinggg gets the kill anyway.
ScreaM is literally running. He's no clue. I mean, this
Bro,
is an overpass moment.
There's no way you see him. How do you kill him? How do you get him down from that pesky wall?
Spike planted.
Dude, they still have no clue what happened. I mean, they still have no clue.
This is outrageous. They have no idea how many angles he can see. Look at him.
Oh, come on. That is ridiculous.
And it's even crazier to think that they managed to get the spike down through all of that, the tap through. You see the slow work, now you see the molly start to spam everything there. ScreaM left alone, and, well, he's able to take care of Jinggg. He stopped the defuse, but there were still too many numbers at the end of the day.
Whew.
That was a round.
Paper X now 7 rounds ahead.
Take hold.
Sees nade.
Cheeky little combo.
This was the space-taking utility that Team Liquid was relying a lot on to get Jamppi into position up there. And it's for Jinggg here.
Note the Prowler out from soulcas spotted one towards A main.
Need that back.
That's what Forsaken is. Just a Vandal in the hands of ScreaM. And it nets nothing.
mindfreak finding the timing to peek right in front of the dimasick smoke.
The benefit is that ScreaM dying there was not out of reach of the rifle, so he still has it. Or excuse me, it was picked up by dimasick.
Out of charge.
I just wall doubled or somehow found the kill.
And really just felt like Liquid were trying to spread the field as much as they can and try to apply some pressure, try to find a pick here, a pick there, anything at all.
Pummeling them, punishing them for the decision to go for this map.
This time, no C's nade. It's actually just a slow for Forsaken to take the aggressive angle. ScreaM with the Guardian finds one onto Jinggg. And this spy is not entirely broken. Forsaken still holding. Not knowing if anyone has swung around and crossed through. He's got Taunt, he's got 2 Prowlers to deal with. Stays about as long as he possibly could. Mindfreak on the flank.
And he's evened it up.
Yeah, it's actually Benkai who's pushed up here too. You're not expecting both. You're not expecting that level of aggression. Paper X meticulously dissect and devour everything around Liquid.
And this is a tease for what's to come on Ascent. They've got a crossfire on the spike in attacker spawn.
Teleport's ready.
The one thing they have going for him is maybe Jamppi finds something.
Forsaken is going to sprint as soon as there's contact out through mid and up into this connector.
Now note, this is a 3v3 here.
Oh, what an angle.
And the stalemate has just gone in favor of Paper X. Forsaken and Benkai clean it up, a 13-4 shellacking on Pearl as we turn our attention to Ascent.
Just dominate.